Good morning, everybody. We are from Devi Mahalakshmi Polytechnic, Titwana, Department of Computer Engineering and Information Technology, Semester 3rd, Subject Computer Graphics. Now, in this video, I would like to teach you the chapter number 5. And this is the last chapters of a computer graphics, and this chapter is the introduction to curve. In previous video, we will learn about the clipping, line clipping, text clippings, and their algorithms also. Then how to solve this, how to solve the equations using this algorithm. So, in this video, we had to write down. We had to by heart the steps of this particular algorithms. So now, then in this video, we will learn about the what is the curve. Then curve, that means until now we have seen how to draw lines, circles, polygons, etc. To draw a line, we are having the different algorithms. By using these algorithms, we can easily form any kind of straight line. But in nature, the objects are not strictly following these shapes, and the objects which are available in nature are generally having rough and curved surfaces. Many artificial objects are also having the curved surface. In this chapter, we will discuss how to generate different curves. While using many small polylines allows the creating graphics that appear smooth at fixed resolution. They do not preserve the smoothness when scaled and also require a tremendous amount of storage for any high resolution image. The curves can be stored much easier for any high resolution images. The curves can be stored much easier, can be scaled to any resolutions without losing the smoothness, and most importantly provide a much easier way to specify real world objects. In this video, we will discuss about the given curve generation methods to draw the curve using the given curve algorithms and state the properties of the given curve and generate arc using the given algorithms. Learning concept of curve and
Something went wrong.
to learn types of the curve. Then now we will come to the point, the curve generation. So the curve generations of objects in the real world are not always made up of geometric shapes which may involve the curve. Curves cannot be represented by using the exact mathematical functions or equations. Natural objects are neither perfectly flat nor smoothly curved but often have rough jagged contours. Drawing curves involves the complex mathematical analysis in the form of various interpolations techniques by maintaining the continuity and other properties. Geometric curves are classified into two broad classes, namely nameable and unnameable curve. Nameable curves are those part of the geometry that can be analyzed the mathematical by equations. Their curves are also referred as a curves from classical geometry. Nameable curves include the planes, spheres, parabolas, circles, straight lines, and surfaces of revolutions about the axis. The curve can be drawn with two approaches as follows. The first approach is to develop a curve generations algorithm such as a DDA. A true curve is created with this approach. A second method is to approximate a curve by a number of small straight line segments. Interpolation technique is used for this approach. So the next point is the arc generation using DDA algorithms. Everyone knows what is the DDA. Okay, then the DDA algorithms using the arc generation. Whenever the arc is to be drawn, such as an arc of a circle, it can be drawn with the help of digital differential analyzer algorithms. And for this, we must know the differential equations of the curve, and DDA algorithms will calculate the coordinates of the points on the curve. Now just the changing the intensity of the pixels which contains these points, an image of the curve will appear on the screen. These differential equations for the arc coordinates can be written in terms of an angle parameter A as follows. The x is equal to r cos A plus x0, y is equal to r sin A plus y0, where x0 and y0 is the center of curvature and r is the arc radius is the parameter figure shows the parameter for an arc is here. The x0 and y0 is the center point of there, and a and r is the arc of this center. Then differential means what is? Then change x by dx and y is dy. If we change a by dA, then dx is equal to minus r sin a dA. Then dy is equal to r cos a dA. Then notice that the equations r cos a is equal to x minus x0 and r sin a is equal to y minus y0. So that dx is equal to minus in bracket y minus y0 in bracket dA, and dy is equal to x minus x0 and dA. Then now changes in dx and dy gives the amount to add to an old point on the arc to get a new point. x2 is equal to x1 plus dx is equal to x1 minus y. Then here we have to put down the equations of dx. So the y1 minus y0 in bracket dA. Then y2 is equal to y1 plus dy, y1 plus x2 minus x0 and dA. These equations form the basis for an arc generation algorithm. Consider the following points for this algorithm. Start with the center of a curvature x0 and y0. The total angles of the arc to be drawn a point at which the arc drawing should begin x and y. The intensity at which to set the pixels, and number 5 is the step size of the parameter dA should be small enough not to leave gaps in the arcs and small enough to give a good approximations to a circle. Here the algorithms of the arc DDA. The x0, y0, a and xy is the intensity. Then counterclockwise circular arc generation is arguments, and local and costress are here. Then arguments is the x0 and y0, the center of curvature. Then a, the arc angle, and ax, the starting point for the arc drawing. And local x arc, t arc, the neat point to draw. A drawn is the amount of angle currently covered, and A is the angle increment. The constant, round of some small numbers greater than any round of errors are here. So the steps is algorithms is the beginning from the starting of the algorithms, and then if in bracket x minus x0 and plus y minus y0 is less than round off, then return. Then arc angle A minus drawn is equal to 0. A dash drawn is equal to 0. And then find a suitable angle increment. dA is equal to minimum 0 in bracket 0.1 1 divided 3.2 into x minus x0 plus y minus y0. Set the first point of a arc is equal to x and y arc is equal to y is there. And after that, seventh is the generate the arc until desired angle is covered. And here the equations of how to solve the how to generate the arc is the until the desired angle is covered, and then after the end is there. Then advantages: easy to implement, and second, the differential equations for ellipse and circles are easy to implement. Then generation algorithms for circle and ellipses can be implemented in hardware, so the display device can be capable of drawing arc as well as line segment. Then disadvantages: only the endpoints are not sufficient to specify a curve. Only the midpoints is also not given. Only the points are given is the sufficient to specify the curve. So different file structure should be used. And in case of the transformations after the scaling the line segment, it still remains a line segment, but other curves may behave differently. For example, if a circle is scaled in one direction, it becomes an ellipse. But if we had a circular arc generator, it would be limited in a ability to scale pictures. And third is the clipping algorithms only works for the points and straight lines are here. And after that, interpolation. A curve having no simple mathematical definitions can be drawn by using the approximations. If we have array of a sample points just by filling the portions of an unknown curve with the piece of known curve which passes through the nearby sample points. Since the curve and unknown curve shares, so assume that there are two curves will be much alike in this region. Now fill in a gap between the sample points by finding the coordinates of a points along the known approximate curve and connecting these points with the line segments. In figure 5.2, the interpolation procedure is here, the unknown curve is here, and after that there's some points, known sample points are here, these are the pixels, and after the pixels is joined together the filter regions with a known curve, and then calculate the more points from the known curve and actually draw the straight line segments connecting the points are here. And for the known curve, the mathematical expressions can be done for a functions which passes through sample points in a limited region. Polynomial functions can be used which can be made to pass through a sample points by existing parameters. Then how to calculate these parameters? So the functions are often expressed in the form the y is equal to f of x is known as the parametric form is the x is equal to f of x fx in bracket u, y is equal to fy in bracket u, and z is equal to fz in bracket u. Then the Lagrange interpolations is here. Then suppose we want a polynomial curve that will pass through n sample points. Then x1, y1, z1, x2, y2, z2 up to xn, yn, zn. The functions can be constituted as the sum of terms, one term for each sample points. The blending functions fx of y is equal to summation I is equal to 1 and n and xi b I in bracket u. These are the equations. These equations is similar to the fx, fy and fz is there. The functions bi in bracket u is called as the blending functions is here. For each value of u, the blending function determines which ith sample point affects the positions of the curve. The functions vi of u tells how hard the ith sample points in a pooling. If for some value of u, then bi of u, and for the each I bi bj of u is equal to 0, then ith sample point has a complete control of the curve. The curve will pass through the ith sample point. Create a blending function for which the sample points is the x1, y1 and z1 has the complete control when u is equal to 1, the third when u is equal to minus 1, and so on. Therefore, we require a blending functions is there, and using these functions, using these expressions is there, we have to find out the curve is there, and then expression is 0, then u is in bracket u minus 1, u minus 2 up to u minus n, then u is equal to minus 1, it is the minus 1 in bracket, minus 2 is bracket, minus 3 up to 1 minus n, then dividing by above constant, it gives a 1 at u is equal to minus 1. So therefore b I is equal to u, mu is equal to, is given the functions is divided by the u is equal to minus 1 is functions is there. The ith blending functions can be constructed in the same way to be 1 at u is equal to I minus 2, and the 0 at other integers can be given as a here. And after using this equation, the curve which is approximating using the above functions is called the Lagrange interpolated curve is here. The example, 4 sample points for blending functions will be required. Then according to above the differential blending functions for 4 control, then here the b1, b2 and b3 is given there, and similarly then b1 is here, so bu of mu minus 1 and mu minus 2 is divided by minus 1, minus 2 and minus 3 is there. If the b of 2 in bracket u is equal to, then u plus 1, u minus 1 and u minus 2 is there. So using like this, the b3 and b4 is there, and using these functions and 4 sample points is x is equal to x1 b1 of u plus x2 b2 of u and the up to x4 and b4 is there, and this curve must be close to the actual curve in the region of 4 points, particularly in the middle between the second and third sample points are there. Then interpolating algorithms, how to execute, how to solve this curve using this algorithm. Then there are the steps, 8 steps are here. The first is the get the sample points are here, and second is get the intermediate values of mu to determine intermediate points, and then third is calculate the blending functions values for middle sections of the curve, and fourth is calculate the blending functions values for first sections of the curve, and fifth calculate blending function values for last sections of the curve, and sixth multiply the sample points by blending functions to give points on approximation curve, and seventh they connect the neighboring points using straight line segments, and then stop is there. Then problems with the Lagrange interpolations is the sample Lagrange interpolated curve is here. These interpolations is usually not used in the graphics to generated curve because the first is although the control points form the straight line Curve wrinkles between the control points as shown in the figure 5.4, and each sections of the curve connects to the next sections at a control point. Corners at a control points are generated. These curves goes outside of the convex the hull of the control points. And then the types of the curves is here. There are the types of curves, but we are going to study the following types. The first is the Bezier curve, B-spline curve, Hilbert's curve, and Koch curve. So basically, these are the categories as the spline curve is here, the spline curve representations, and the second is the fractal representations. The spline curve representations as the Bezier curve and the B-spline curve, the fractal representation, the Hilbert curve, and the Koch curve. So now the first is the spline curve representation. The spline curve representations is popularly used in the computer graphics to generate curve. Spline frequently refers to piecewise polynomial parametric curve. The spline produces a smooth curve through a designated set of points using the piecewise cubic polynomial functions whose first and second derivatives are the continuous across the curved sections is there. The in figure shows the interpolative spline is in the figure A, and the approximation space lines is the figure 2 is there. So we can specify the spline curve by giving a set of coordinate positions and called as the control points, and which indicates the general shape of the curve when polynomial sections are fitted so that the curve passes through all control points in a figure A. Then the resulting curve is said to is interpolated, the set of control points are here. On the other hand, when the polynomials are fitted to the path which is not necessarily passing through all control points, the resulting curve is said to approximate the set of a control point. This is the figure B. Then next is the Bezier curve. The cubic Bezier curve is adequate for most graphic application. This curve requires 4 control points, and these 4 points completely specify the curve. Additional points cannot be added like a P-spline curve. Here we cannot extend the Bezier curve, but we can take a 4 more points and we can construct a second Bezier curve which can be attached to the first. A Bezier curve and its control points are shown in here. As shown in the figure 5.6, a curve begins at first control point and ends on the fourth. To connect to Bezier curve, just make the first control point of the second curve match the last control point of the first curve. At the start of the curve, it is tangent to the line connecting the first and second control points even. At the end of the curve, it is tangent to the line connecting the third and fourth control points. That means if we want to join two Bezier curves smoothly, arrange from the third and fourth control points of the first curve to be on the same line as the first and second control points of the second curve is there. Here, the figure shows is here the subdivisions of a Bezier spline. The ABCD 4 control points are here, and determine the main points of these segments is the AB, BC, and CD. Connect these 2 points and find midpoint ABCD. Then how the point ABCD is on the Bezier curve? So it divides the curve into 2 sections. The point ABCD, BCD, CD and D are there and are the control points for the second section. The points AB, AB, ABC and ABCD are the control points for the first section. Thus, by taking the midpoints, we can find a points on the curve and also split a curve into two pieces completely with a control points are there. Then its algorithms is here. The Benzier dash ABS XB YB ZB XC YC ZC XD YD ZD and then arguments XB YYB ZB XC YC ZC XD YD ZD. These are the control points. Then global pen X, pen Y, pen Z, the current cursor position, and then local is points here. The first level midpoint is the XAB, XYB, AB, ZAB, XBC, YBC and ZBC. XCD, YCD and ZC is the first level midpoint. Then second level midpoint is the XABC, YABC, ZABC, XBCD, YBCD, ZBCD. X ABC, Y ABCD and Z ABCD, the third level midpoints. Then next, thank you.